The Xbox Scorpio seems to be a perfectly engineered, efficient, powerful, and expressively tailored machine for its market. But what does that mean for PC gamers and PS4 owners?
Microsoft is ready to unveil a whole new generation, a whole new Xbox, and a whole new library of games from brand new and established studios, all specially tailored for the Xbox Series X. With E3 2020 canceled for the rest of the world, Xbox is determined to showcase their plans to come back to the front of gaming, and it's all happening sooner than you'd expect. There are huge moves and plans for Xbox's next generation. More than one gaming device, a ton of games, built to power the industry in ways we've never seen before. A ton is leaked, and it's being revealed right now, and it all starts in 2026. The Xbox is about to make a huge comeback with an onslaught of tech and games led by having the most powerful console and the most affordable console. Both of these consoles will offer something that no other platform can, with a new design that modern desktop gaming PCs don't have. And it all starts with Xbox Project Scarlet. Microsoft and Sony are preparing for next generation with one of the biggest launches of future-ready hardware, an unprecedented access to games, and a more high-end PC experience across software, performance, and visuals. The Xbox and PlayStation 6 are about to come out as soon as 2026.
What's up, everybody? Dog185. There's levels to this quick video for you guys tonight. The facts about Sony and the PC rumors. I'm kidding. Ain't no facts. You know I didn't do no research.
As you might remember, just last week, I was looking at Asha Sharma's messaging about the return of Xbox and what that meant. And she says, yeah, Xbox is PC, mobile, and cloud, but it starts with console. And she used that same language in the Windows Central interview, starting with console. All right, so here's how Xbox was talking almost 7 years ago. Here's the first thing they say.
When we think about the future of gaming, it's not just PC, it's not just console, it's not just mobile. It's really all of the above.
Okay.
The games you want with the people you want on the devices that you want.
And for us, that starts with our next generation console.
Phew. So that's what's so crazy about this. Nothing has changed. When Asha Sharma says Xbox is back, apparently she just meant back to 2019. And what is so confusing about it is that it's not worth going back to. Those were not glory days.
PlayStation isn't going to be releasing any of their exclusives on other platforms. But if Sony's going to play that game, why shouldn't Xbox?
Maybe Phil and Sarah is gone. Now, I do understand that their bosses are still the same. But maybe they convince their bosses, yo, we got to do different shit. Because guess what? The shit didn't work. Xbox fans want exclusives back.
The fact is that Halo is a tentpole title, one of the foundations of Xbox, and now it's available everywhere, which gives Xbox no reason for ownership. That's just the facts.
I'll tell you what I think about it. I think genuinely, respect to PlayStation for doing it. Let me tell you why. You were like, what?
Forza launching later on PS5. They're not really being specific about it. How long do you think this period is, and do you think Fable's day and date, Chris?
Fable is day and date.
Fable's day and date. I'm hearing.
That's what I've been told.
Fable's day and date.
But those are sorts of details. This is where insiders misstep, right? Those are the sorts of details that can be changed a week before or a day before. Yes, it's coming to PS5. I'd expect it to be day and date because I know they've been targeting PS5 for a while. Forza, I mean, I don't know the full story of Forza, but the explanation I was told by someone who was there was like it just wasn't ready.
It is more the fact that Halo coming to Xbox, Halo coming to PlayStation is from a
not
brand,
a big deal.
Is a big deal in a brand sense, but it's
Sorry.
Forza Horizon being confirmed before release.
It's their biggest game.
The fact that pre-release they're saying this is coming to PlayStation, for me, is the end of an era for Xbox.
That's all, folks. This ain't rocket science, bro. This is competition at the end of the day. And competition is that you want to talk about what's better for us all? It's better for us all to play everywhere. No, you know what's better for us all? Competition. When PlayStation is going hard, when Xbox is keeping PlayStation on their freaking heels, when Nintendo is going hard. Why do you think the best generation of gaming that we've had was the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube? All three of them suckers was damn near killing it. Only thing GameCube didn't really have was like, you know, they had bad third-party support. But GameCube was an amazing console. Xbox was an amazing console. They came on the freaking scene. PlayStation 2, do I even have to say anything? Like, that is what's better for us all. When everybody is on their A game saying, no, I belong here and this is why.
A lot of you are probably expecting me to do a victory lap. A lot of you are probably expecting me to do the usual I told you so. Here's the thing, and this is where this video is going to definitely just be honest, like again, like always. To the idiots that claim I'm doing this, that, and the third, or I did X amount, all these things with the channel and, me talking, vice versa. I did this because of this, that, and the third. I want you to answer this very, very important question before we get into, what needs to be talked about. What exactly did I gain from being honest about PlayStation?
What?
Who has always been a bigger, stronger worldwide brand out of PlayStation and Xbox? PlayStation.
Yeah, of course.
PlayStation would be fine with day and date. It wouldn't lose at all. And you got to keep in mind, this is a new regime at PlayStation. Jim Ryan has opened the eyes of the board of directors. Hiroki Totoki flat out said, we're going to go all in with PC. We're going to be more aggressive with PC. Even Herman Holtz came out and said, we're changing our strategy to push PC even more. It's going to happen. If the user interface is making its debut in PC next month with Ghost of Tsushima, the door is already there. It's half step away from saying date and date. So thank you for confirming for the longest time what I've already said. You don't give a fuck about exclusivity. It doesn't hurt or affect you, period. It doesn't. All it does is hurt the very studio that you claim you're passionate about. Them having limited storefront and being at the mercy of idiots who don't buy the fucking games and want to pretend they're on the same level or even act like they're on the same level as Nintendo gamers who buy every single fucking thing day one. You are not Nintendo fans. You were never Nintendo-like fans. You will never be on the same level as Nintendo's fan base. And Sony knows this. So guess what? Sony's embracing and has already done and has made the decision to become third party.
2 days later.
Breaking news, courtesy of Bloomberg. Sony is officially pulling back from PlayStation games on PC. Now, it's not 1,000% back, which has many people questioning some, certain decisions, right? It's not 1,000% back, but we do have the confirmation that we are getting Sony to move back. Okay. So let's just read this real quick, and then I'll get this here. Says again, pulling back from PC, online games like Marathon, Marvel Tokon will still be released as, on multiple platforms, but single player games like Ghost of Yotei and Sorrows will remain PS5 exclusive. More on that in a second. All right, so with that being said, I officially hold the L. I say in front of all of you, I hold the L. There you go.
I told you personally, if I ran a company, y'all wouldn't get a damn thing. But again,
they weren't putting out more than 1 or 2 games a year, and they said that. So you not placing your games on PC is not hurting anybody but yourself. And they think in this day and age that kids think that they think kids want to buy a console. First of all, consoles is overpriced and out of reach. You know, the prices for the Xbox ROG Ally X and the Xbox ROG Ally is here. The king got you. Without further ado, for the smaller little white one, it's $549.99. And for the larger black one, pause, it's $899.99 respectively.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Pre-orders begin August 20th during Gamescom.
That nigga's tripping.
Let me tell you something. First off, Microsoft has put us in a great position, right?
Mm-hmm.
Asha has came in. She already got the floor plan, man. She don't even got to make one, right? She got a system in the works. She got a ton of studios to work with. Phil didn't have none of that shit. He had to start from scratch. You know, he had to beg Satya, please don't do this. Remember, they had that shit on the chopping block.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, listen, PC is Windows. Windows is Xbox. It just is what it is. Yeah. 2 platforms, but you know,
makes sense, right? It makes sense.
But I'm gonna blame this punk ass community. When they gave you good games, you fuckers didn't buy it. Even Sony's going through that.
Yeah.
Right? So when they want to point fingers at CEOs and success of the Xbox, if you motherfuckers would have bought the games, they would have never had to put games everywhere. You gotta fucking take accountability. This generation of gamers don't buy shit.
Right.
They want everything fucking, they want free to play.
Yeah.
Fortnite's played on fucking cell phones to fucking tablets to listen, I play Fortnite too, motherfuckers, but I buy games.
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here.
Is Xbox back? For the first time in what seems like almost a decade, it feels like Xbox is starting to make some strides into what people are actually asking of them, which is bring out new console, bring out some games, and just let people be proud of the brand.
That's why we're working closely with the Windows team to ensure that Windows is the #1 platform for gaming. To ensure that Windows is the #1 platform for gaming.
Yes. This is bullshit. This is utter bullshit. Now, I only need this headset if somebody jump in the chat. Other than that, I don't need it. So other than that, until somebody jump in the chat, I'm just going to sit here with my face. Oh, it said, do you use Drano? Nah, I don't use Drano. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
One gamer even wrote a letter to PlayStation saying, please don't put any exclusives over on the Xbox platform, to which PlayStation responded, thank you for the letter.
Huh?
So that is where we are at currently with all of that news. And honestly, I think it's a good thing. I want to be super clear here. I think that everybody wins in this scenario. We will see what games it ends up being, but it makes me very happy to see that for the most part, more gamers are going to get to play great games. And I think that's the most important thing.
6 months later.
Should Xbox follow in PlayStation's footsteps? If PlayStation isn't going to be releasing any of their exclusives on other platforms, is that what you think Xbox should do? Now, I know there was a whole thing during the FTC trial about something like Elder Scrolls being Xbox exclusive. But if Sony's going to play that game, why shouldn't Xbox? There's not a lot of reason for them from a business perspective, besides, the profit that they would make from PlayStation, to release that on a multi-platform if we're going with PlayStation's logic. PlayStation's logic is releasing on other platforms hurts their console brand. Okay, that logic should also apply to Xbox then. Right? Kind of interesting how that goalpost moves, isn't it?
It's
Check
coming.
this out.
I knew it.
Now, to me, Halo is sacred. It's one of those games. And, it took me a while to get my head around everything. And a lot of people in my Discord were saying it's not a big deal. It is a big deal. I know people are underplaying it and trying to brush it aside. No, it's a big deal. To me, Halo was the last thing holding on to Xbox's identity. I don't believe that they care anymore. But basically what Microsoft is saying now, Halo cannot survive. This is what I understand from this. Halo cannot survive without PlayStation. That is the message coming up. This is the social media manager for Xbox saying, we as a company with Halo cannot survive without PlayStation.
And personally, I canceled my Game Pass and I have not looked back since. I haven't needed to utilize it. I play mostly on PC and I ended up just saying, I just don't need this service right now.
Don't.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption is my favorite game, but these console exclusives are a joke. I mean, how many truly console exclusives are there? Most quote-unquote exclusives are paired with the Vita, last gen, or the new controversy paired with the PC. I mean, why wouldn't they? Microsoft's other platform is Windows devices, and there are almost 12 million users on Steam. And that's just a slice of PC gaming. And I'm not about to join the preschool potty training clan of console gamers crying because someone else might get a game that they thought they had exclusive rights to withhold from others. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this admittance of wrongness and stubbornity. I don't think I owed it to anybody more than I owed it to myself, because I think gamers are probably the biggest whiners on the planet, and I don't want to be one of them anymore. This is Cole Eastwood. Thanks for sticking with my channel. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subscribes.
Gravity Rush 2. I play that Gravity Rush 2. I ain't really like that shit. Shit made me kind of dizzy. But they got games. I'm not listen. I like the PlayStation, man. I like it. I'm a 40-year-old dude, so PlayStation was my life during my 20s. You know what I'm saying? In my early 30s. Then the Xbox 360 came out, and the PS3 came out, which I thought was dog shit. But anyway, let's not talk about that. So all I'm saying is be fair. Let's wait to E3. If Microsoft announces nothing, or if the games they announces dog shit, you Sony guys won this argument. You won't hear shit from Xbox guys. If Xbox announced nothing but some remasters or some bullshit, you guys won this argument. Because y'all do got some bangers coming out. Last of Us 2, even though that probably won't come out to 2018 to 2019. God of War 4, that might come out this year. I got a feeling that might come out this year, which is good. That Days Gone shit, it looks straight. Whatever. But they got some pretty good games coming out. And the Horizon, I'm looking forward to that. That's in a couple weeks. So that's all I got, man. Peace and love.
We want to talk about a lot of news out there, man. If you guys don't know,
Sony's E3 lineup has been revealed. Was not revealed, actually leaked. And from what I saw, it's pretty impressive. Predictable, but pretty impressive. Of course, we're going to see some Drake's Uncharted. No gameplay, but we're going to see Drake's Uncharted. We are going to see The Order, obviously. God of War, of course. A Gran Turismo 6 port, and they're also going to announce some sort of version of Gran Turismo 7 for the PlayStation 4. The Last of Us sequel was hinted to be announced. I do have the full list and details in the description below. DualShockers broke the news. NeoGaf also chimed in on it. So, like I said, the list does look impressive, but it was extremely predictable because I predicted half this shit in March. And I was still waiting for somebody to bet me to see if I was wrong. But it looks like 90% of it's going to be correct on what I predicted. But big ups to Sony, and they look like they're going to have a great show.
Greetings, one and all. This is Crappy Reviews, and I'm the Crap Gamer. Today we're going to take a look at Animal Crossing City Folk on the Nintendo Wii. I admit, I was a big Animal Crossing fan before this game even came out. I used to play Animal Crossing on the GameCube, and then later on the DS with Animal Crossing Wide World. So I pretty much knew what to expect. I still hold the belief that Animal Crossing on the GameCube was the best one. There are a couple reasons for this. The first reason is that you could get classic NES games and actually play them in the game. It was a stellar addition to the game, and this has since been taken out. Probably because most of those games are now available on the Virtual Console or handheld systems, and Nintendo ends up losing money if they were to include them. So I can see why they took them out, although I wish they would put them back in, and I got a feeling other people would wish the same thing. The other reason I preferred Animal Crossing on the GameCube was the advertisements that used to come on television. They were just kind of funny or offbeat in a Napoleon Dynamite sort of way. They would even do kind of like these parodies of the MTV show, The Real World. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that.
These games are on PlayStation, they're not on Xbox. So if I want to play these games, I go to PlayStation. And their ever-increasing library is just making it more and more appealing for everyone to tell Xbox, go away. And sure, Xbox has this, we want you to game anywhere, and you can play anywhere. xCloud is everywhere, on your phone, on your device, but those third-party games won't work on my phone. I can't go to the shop and buy Hogwarts Legacy and play it on my phone, can I? Or on my tablet? Or on my browser? It doesn't work that way. So though the concept of play anywhere on any device, play it the way you want, that only works for the Xbox games, but at the same time, publishers seeing this, well, sure, you might have 500 million players playing Xbox, but how many of them have a console that I can port my game to sell? Oh, you've only got 100 million, 20 million? Because 100 million is not going to happen. But 20 million, when PlayStation's got 80 million, guess who I'm going to prioritize my games on? I'm not going to prioritize it on Xbox because you just don't have a console presence. PC's weird. They're everywhere and nowhere at the same time. So the one that you're going to prioritize is PlayStation.
Hey, Third Griggity here with a new video. I want to talk about Xbox guys complaining a lot about Microsoft lately. Listen, some of it is justifiable. Some of it I believe is not. This all started around PSX, man. I mean, you can see it brewing. Certain guys are just slowly started to be like, man, well, Microsoft needs to do this. Microsoft needs to do that. Microsoft don't need to do the same shit as Sony. Listen, I'm a fan of the PlayStation. I enjoy the PlayStation. I'm not a neutral dude. I'm more of an Xbox guy, but I don't hate the PlayStation. Now, let's be honest. This all began after PSX. Because it was a good show, right? They had a lot of good games coming. They have a lot of good games coming. And that's when you started to see Microsoft guys start to be like, first it was Iron Wolf. Well, fuck Iron Wolf, because Iron Wolf was a asshole even when he was on the Xbox side with some of the stupid shit he would say. But, guys like Zaire, who I'm a fan of, he's slowly starting to be, like fuck Microsoft. Even the Tick Podcast guys, they've been saying some shit on Twitter, and I'm a fan of all these guys, but like I said, some of it is justifiable, so I'm not really, upset about it or anything like that. But let's talk about E3. It's a big one. It's a real big one. If Microsoft comes out and just shows the Scorpio and nothing else, or like some remasters or some bullshit, or games they already announced, man, it's gonna be hard to damage control Microsoft at that point. Let's be honest here. Everybody's looking forward to the Scorpio, but you gotta have something there, because Horizon Zero Dawn looks off the hook. I got a feeling God of War 4 might come out this year, and that shit might come out, man. And Microsoft just needs a nice story-driven game. I believe the Coalition is that team that can do that, because Gears of War 4 was pretty good, and the storytelling, you saw where they were kind of going with it. It was pretty good. But listen, if Microsoft don't bring thunder at this E3, it might be a bunch of people saying, man, fuck it, I'm gonna go full cold hardcore pony, because Microsoft gotta break it, man. They have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And me, as a big time Xbox guy, I'm admitting Microsoft gotta break it. And I think they are. Cause think about it, it's 2017. Phil came at 2014. So most of these games that's now up and coming is his games. Right? So
What's up, everybody? Doc Dark 1985. There's levels to this. All right, so check this out. So I was going through my phone and I saw this this article talking about the PS4 and how the PS4 won this generation's console war, right? So I got to thinking, like, the statistics are nice, right? Everything, how much they sold. They sold like 98.6 million worldwide, right? Like that's all nice and dandy, but it really comes down to your personal experience and what is it like in your household, right? If you only have an Xbox, then it doesn't matter what Sony did, right? But if you happen to have both systems, I ask you this question, right? Which one is top in your house, right? I mean, be honest. So for me, and I have all three systems, or I guess all four systems. I have the Switch, I have a PC, I got a Xbox, and I have a PS4. For me, the PS4, hands down, is the top system in my house. We use it more for gaming. We use it more for media consumption. The PS4 is the reason why we got rid of cable, because as soon as I got it, and we got rid of cable, and all we use is Hulu and Netflix now. All we need is internet, and we have not missed cable. So we got that. Let's see, the Xbox, when they came out as sort of like this all-in-one media hub or whatever. Even when it comes to when we rent movies, the PS4 is what we usually end up using. So again, in my house, the PS4 is the top console. In my house, the article is correct. The PS4 is winning. I don't exactly know why. Well, I have an idea as to why. Okay, I believe that when Microsoft launched, right, when both systems were coming out, I believe that Microsoft made a mistake. They made a mistake, which now when you look back at it, should be applauded, because they were trying out something new. It just didn't work. Same thing, the same way Nintendo does it. It's just Nintendo tries new things and it works for them, right? But like Microsoft with the camera always on thing, right? With the Kinect, you needed to have a Kinect. I mean, innovative, yes. You could talk to it, yes, cool, whatever. But I just think people weren't ready for it. Okay. Let's see, what else were they doing? I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they were already trying to go to a more digital market, right? Nowadays that's fine. I think it's probably maybe 50-50, or the market is probably leaning more towards digital. I think maybe more people have more digital games than not. But at the time when it was coming out, like, think about it, this is right after the PS3 and the Xbox 360. No, people still wanted their physical games. So that initial push to change that it came out with some resistance. And then, I don't know if this was a rumor or if this was actually true, But something about them not allowing you to play used games, which if it was rumor, I'm glad that it was a lie. If this was actually an idea, I hope the person that had the idea has been rehabilitated or fired, because that's ridiculous, especially for someone like me that's a budget gamer. What do you mean I can't play used games? Are you out of your mind? But anyways, so that's what I think hurt Microsoft. To be honest with you, if the PS4 and the Xbox One S would have came out at the same time, I think that would have been a better competition. Because the Xbox One S, in my opinion, looks better, right? That's a nice looking system, okay? It's smaller than the big Xbox One. You don't have to worry about the power brick, right? You don't have to worry about that. The controller is Bluetooth connected, right? I mean, I don't know. And you could use that same controller with the PC via Bluetooth. I mean, you could do it with PS4 too, but with the Xbox is a lot easier. So Microsoft would have had a lot more to offer if the Xbox One S would competed with the PS4. But regardless, for me, the PS4 is the better console. It's definitely got better exclusives. That can't be argued. And it is slightly more powerful in certain games. You don't have to take my word for it. Just go look it up. Go look at some Candyland videos and stuff of games playing on the PS4 and games playing on the Xbox One S or Xbox, and you'll see the difference.
Excuse me?
You don't have a birth date on YouTube.
Excuse me?
You have no birth date on YouTube. Your layout is all Google Plus related. It's the newest update of YouTube. It's not the oldest version of YouTube. I've been on YouTube since 2011 with this account, and with my other account, I was on YouTube since 2007. When all of you guys come out the woodworks, are you coming out because of the popularity of the PS4 and that you can capitalize on the success of the PS4?
No.
You want to engage into gamers and educate them on what's going on. You got all these platinums, but you don't even post any gameplay about these multiple games that you've completed.
Even though you go to my channel.
The game is. Invest in these games. You don't care about anybody except for yourself. That's the difference.
Are you done? Are you done? Because you looked at my channel. I did post the gameplay of me getting a platinum on this game. I'm trying to talk here. Listen, I did post the channel of my gameplay. Oh, in other words, you're scared because you're about to get your ass kicked. In other words, you're scared. In other words, oh, really, listen to this. You have over 300 games played in your general on PSN profiles. Yet you only have 20 platinums. That just shows how many games you played. Let that sink in. Let that sink in before you try to open your mouth about me, buddy. The bottom line is I'm better than you. I'm afraid, yet you're the one running away. I'm afraid, yet you're the one running. Oh, now I'm selfish, yet you're the one running away. Let me tell you something. Listen, let me tell you something.
Stupid laughing.
Are you done with the crying? Because you're the one running away. Are you done with the crying? Because you're the one crying, but.
To you, but.
A performance? 90 platinums is a performance? 90 platinums? 90 platinums is a performance, bud? Exactly. What happened? Exactly. Shut your mouth.
So you.
All I know is I do. If you watch my videos, I recommend games all the time. My videos. If you watch my videos, yes, I do. I just recommend.
Oh man, you said that though. This shit crazy.
It's like that. People act as if that's all they play.
Well, no, the thing is, the reason you have exclusives move is because you have what's called a value to that console. Not only do you get multiplats, but you also have the value of these are games that I can't get anywhere else. There's a value to that system now. That's the point of exclusives. It's not the fact that everybody's going to play them. It's that the fact they show a value to that console.
Goodness, I think I'm coming down with something. Better call the girls. That must be the girls. doing? We have to stay 6 feet apart at all times. Okay, but you know I don't have COVID, right? You can never be too careful, Peach. Okay, yeah. Do you think we can hang out?
Are you trying to get this beautiful face ill? We came because you need medical assistance.
Where am I gonna get medical assistance?
Pick me. I am a qualified doctor.
No, you're not.
Now, what are your symptoms?
Well, I have a sore throat and stuffed nose.
That's an easy fix. We just have to put you in a crate, bury you in the dirt without any sunshine or food, leave you in there for a month, take you out, then you'll be all better. How does that sound, guys? Guys, where did Mario's patient and her friends go?
Well, that was a waste of time. Wait, look! It's Samus and Jigglypuff! Hiya, girls! Hi, Samus and Waste Jigglypuff. Can you sing a lullaby for me? I'm sick and want to fall asleep. Why are you asking Jigglypuff when you should be asking me, baby? Go to sleep! Go to sleep! Go to sleep, little baby! You're welcome. Jigglypuff. See? Jigglypuff loved it! Jigglypuff. 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 Oh, so soothing.
Wake up! I pity you if you think that was...
A better GPU on your PC. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to. You're still going to experience the games that are being released.
No,
So the crispness of the presentation and the visual fidelity in there was spot on.
I have a very different impression of that. I thought that was actually really bad.
I'm not surprised that you did. What, Halo specifically, or the whole show?
No, the whole show. I think the show just disappointed. I think we needed to see a lot more gameplay. Where was the gameplay at for Fable? You can't just show us a CGI trailer of the worst kept secret in gaming and then not show us Fable. This is, oh hey, it exists. Okay, you could have done that in a tweet. You need to see more than a CG trailer. Halo visually didn't astound me, although I get it, maybe it's the streaming quality, but open world Halo, that's the scope of it looks sick. Didn't astound next year. Forza looked good, but car games do look good, although I need to see more. But I didn't see enough gameplay. Where was where was the perfect dark? Where was I don't know, man. I thought that was really bad. And the things that we got most excited for, okay, fine, Stalker 2, but then even that's a timed exclusive. Like, come on, man. That's not how you want to...
I don't need them to be exclusive, but I thought Stalker 2 was another one that looked really impressive in that trailer. So how much of that comes across as gameplay, I don't know. But we got a few people in the chat there. Moby agrees with you, says a really bad event that he was looking forward to. I mean...
every event they say, look out for the next event. And you know what? And he says, I've been looking out for the next event since 2013, and he's right. This is the event you couldn't have delayed any further. When he said that, we're going to show more, it's like, well, no, this is the time you need to show it, and they didn't deliver. They didn't deliver what, in my opinion, was going to be a big statement for why you need Xbox Series. And that sounds very critical, but I just don't think that's good enough. I think Halo got a good enough showing. Fine, Forza maybe need to see a little bit more gameplay of it. Whereas we compare that with Gran Turismo showed us in cockpit view. And
let's hold on that. So what you say, compare that. So you're disappointed with this. You were disappointed with the PlayStation show. How do you compare them to each other?
I would definitely say the PlayStation show was better than this, which isn't saying much about the PlayStation other than it didn't have, because earlier when this started, I did say that they were missing the megatons, but in comparison, that had more megatons than this. Like, what's the megaton announcement? Halo, we know was coming, and they were showing gameplay fine. We saw Forza, and Forza Halo and Forza are pretty much like, given in these days. They showed Fable, which is the worst kept secret in game, but they didn't show the gameplay. So Medium is the one of the better looking titles of the game, but we've already seen that. We know that that's coming out. I'm struggling to even think of games that I needed to be excited for. What else was there? This is the question. What else was there? Destiny 2 on Xbox Series X. Spent ages talking about it. And let's talk about the format. The format of the show was not good enough. They spent ages talking about games. I don't believe it was just all be about games. Look at Sony's format. Trailer after trailer after trailer. Not people talking about stuff. And there's people coming in. It's just like talking about the games. Hellblade, they didn't even show gameplay properly, man. You got someone saying it's set in Iceland. And then this person come up on the screen. What is that shit? That's terrible. Absolutely terrible, man.
Guys, welcome back to the Cold Classic Kids Show, and today we are talking about the game that, personally for me, I'm the most excited for coming out of the PlayStation Showcase a couple of days ago, and that game is called Project Eve. Now, unfortunately, Project Eve has been getting some negative backlash, unfortunately, and a lot of that seems to even be coming from some higher-ups in the gaming industry in general. The most noteworthy is Alexander from Digital Foundry, and bro, I just want to give you some good advice, bro. Basically, when your girlfriend is telling you that fighting the patriarchy means you have to be laid up on your couch at night while listening to her get plowed by another man, she's not being honest, okay? I'm just going to be upfront with you right now. Now, the reason why, essentially, the game is getting backlash is because, apparently, for some people, the main protagonist is essentially has too much. She's a female, and she has too much in the back, too much in the front, whatever. Now, I mean, by video game standards, yeah, but there are plenty of other women in the real world that do look like that. And to essentially act as though they don't exist is pretty weird. So, Alex, I don't know if you have a problem with women, but that's not like a normal thing. And by video game standards, yes, she probably does have too much, but at the same time, too, a lot of the female characters you play as in video games are extremely flat. They look like little girls. So if that's what some of these guys are into, that's kind of strange. They look like little girls, but that's acceptable to you. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. Anyway, look, Project Eve looks like an awesome hack and slash game. If you are a fan of Japanese hack and slash games, then you know.
Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Look, all I'm really doing is just showing y'all just how ridiculous y'all be sounding sometimes, man. It makes you want to go back and understand where these people come from, and it's like all y'all came from either PlayStation or Nintendo, and it's something happened in like 2017 to where the majority of y'all changed up in 2017. 2017 kind of triggered y'all, like right after 2017. I think that E3 really triggered y'all because PlayStation was starting to smack on Xbox, and I guess y'all felt like Xbox needed an ally. And so you started to ignore all of these different criticisms that you had for Xbox. You started to not say anything. You started to just accept it. And for almost 10 years, this is where we are. And looking at all y'all past, you see more correct assumptions, correct theories, correct thoughts, or thoughts that were genuine as a gamer. The real you, per se. How you really feel. Just seeing how y'all act and talk and act, and then you just see how you used to be or how you really are before you came up with your character. With your persona. It's a stark difference. It's a stark difference, bro. But it is what it is. I'm just here to laugh at y'all, dog. I mean, I'm not here to diss nobody. I'm not dissing nobody or nothing. This is you. I didn't say anything bad. I'm not saying anything bad about anybody. I just let y'all talk. There's no need for me to say anything if you leave the evidence of who you really are in the beginnings of your YouTube journeys, per se. And I have a lot more. This shit takes time to make. But still. There's even stuff I didn't uncover, bro. There's stuff that I didn't mention because I felt like that'd be cold. You know what I'm saying? Because then it would feel like I'm dissing you. I didn't want you guys to feel like I'm dissing you if you are featured in this video and I showed your present and your past in this video. I didn't want you to feel like I'm dissing you. I just wanted you to see what you look like. I wanted everybody to see the you and this new you that you made up because you started getting more views because that new you. You didn't give your old you a chance. And so, you know, you ran with something that wasn't you because it was more instant. And so you guys find yourself in the predicament of lying to yourselves about what you truly believe in the gaming space. But it is what it is, man. Hit that subscribe button as I always do, man. I'm not going to last too long. I'm not going to say too much on it because these videos don't deserve me to talk at all. The reason I'm talking about this one, because it's the second one. It's the last one I'm doing. Unless I'm prompted to have to, per se. And don't go, if I didn't feature you in this video and you watching it, don't go and delete your videos. I've already recorded them all. I just didn't want a 5-hour video. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Lucky I didn't go into y'all. Lucky I didn't show. Lucky I didn't show y'all game histories. Lucky I didn't go into it. Oh man. Oh, what you seen is what you got. I think the only person who still acts the exact same is BitCloud. I think that's the only one that acts the exact same. Everybody else then changed their personas and pretending that they look at something that like they really look at it like that. And this was like 8 years or less ago. So it's not even that long ago. You know what I mean? It's just that you guys changed up as soon as you saw you got more views when you acted a certain way. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Y'all YouTubers, and that's what YouTubers are supposed to do. You search and you find. It is what it is. Anyway, King Threats Gaming. Like, subscribe, don't like, don't subscribe. You know what time it is, bro. I'm trying to get my old subscription number back. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button if you like the video. I'm trying to get back to the 15,000 subscribers that I used to have before these fools done deleted my channel because of videos like this where I'm just showing the truth about what's really going on behind the scenes with these people. The negativity in gaming needs to stop in my view. And there are a lot of corporates out there who just literally lie about the gaming space in order to make a persona without thinking about what's going on with the community and how it's ultimately hurting the hobby itself as you get these companies thinking that it's okay to do these bad things and you would just protect them anyways. You just watch Microsoft just do this entire thing. Everyone I want to act like Microsoft is just this great company. They had a great console, but they're not a great company. And just because you like the console doesn't mean you need to ignore what Microsoft does, but then look under the microscope for what Sony does. And then you make up what bad things. I mean, I had to talk to several people, PlayStation people as well, about the whole Blue Point closure, and everybody wants to go at leadership. And I'm like, bro, you might want to look at Blue Point. Blue Point was a reputable place. You know what I mean? Like, they had fucked up because like Sony isn't going to just let you go if you're fucking Blue Point. You know what I mean? Blue Point is talented. And they didn't let him go. They just put him in different spaces, put him in different parts of the company. You know, it's just that they no longer have a studio to do their own projects with. They weren't able to do it. More and more things that I've said, the same thing about the AI thing. Like that stuff is starting to come out to where everything I said was true. Same thing with the Blue Point. Same thing with Xbox. Same thing with PlayStation. Same with Nintendo. Same with PC. And these niggas took my subscribers. So please, subscribe. You don't even gotta like. Don't even gotta hype. Don't even gotta nothing. Just subscribe and help me get my channel back to where it was so we can get back on track and laugh at the fools that try to delete my channel. Skit Gaming. I'm out.